Hi, welcome to Domtar Paper's case study with our partners DFS. I'm John Park, Marketing Manager for Domtar's Converting Channel, and I'm here to share the story with you. Here's a little bit what we'll cover today. We'll give you the background of document fulfillment services, what they faced as they were evaluating their entry into inkjet. I'll tell you how the transaction worked, what the outcome was, how this fit their business, and then I'll tell you a bit about Domtar Paper, who we are, and what our inkjet offering is. Document Fulfillment Services is a transactional mail company based in Sacramento, California. They print and manage statement mail for credit unions, banks, the healthcare industry, and the government. So they are handling a lot of information that is needs to be data secure. These statements have social security numbers on them and other personal information. So the documents they are producing range in number anywhere from 5,000 pieces into the millions. Until 2016, all of DFS production was toner-based, and they were managing pre-printed shells that often had color. It was taking a big inventory footprint, and they noticed a couple of trends. The demand for color was growing, and the turnaround times, requests for these documents were shrinking. And the system to their toner-based system limited the ability to use color in any customized way per document. The crossroads moment for DFS to make the leap into inkjet technology happened near the end of 2016. They landed a large government job that was going to require anywhere from 12 million up to 100 million impressions, and they were going to needed to deliver this within a 2-month time period. So they made the decision, let's install our first inkjet press. Their facility did not require much in the way of restructuring or preparing for it. They already had a solid concrete floor. The doorways were large enough to receive the equipment. The main thing that they needed was some electricity added. This did not, however, result in a happily ever after story. The install did not go smoothly. They did not feel the training from the equipment manufacturer was the best, and the production, once they got it going, was not running fast enough. They wound up producing this job and only doing 12 million of the pieces, and a lot of those had to be produced on the toner equipment. So now we fast forward almost a year later, December of 2017, the same job rolled around. In that interim, management of DFS had decided this install is not working for us. And with patience and multiple attempts to make it right, it just didn't happen. They decided to remove their original press, and they replaced it with Screen's TruePress Jet 520. This install went much smoother. The totally different experience. They were able to get ink on paper in 5 days. This press delivered during the holidays of 2017, and it turned out to be a pleasant Christmas present for DFS. They were putting ink on paper, producing real job in 5 days, and were able to run the big government job. With this new press, they can spool and rip 50,000 images in a few seconds. This press prints 2,200 pages per minute. Their toner-based equipment, by comparison, was running about 300 pages per minute. So they've had a significant gain in production. And with that, they've had some efficiency gains in labor. They run their inkjet press on 2 shifts. It takes 1 person to operate the press. They do have 5 people trained to cover these 2 shifts. And the press requires less adjusting than toner devices. And overall, they've taken out a full shift. They went from 3 shifts 5 days a week down to 2 shifts 5 days a week. About Domtar. Domtar manufactures and markets a wide variety of printing papers and pulp products. Everything we manufacture originates from wood, and we make everything from notepads to diapers to copy paper and inkjet paper. We're a North American company headquartered in Fort Mill, South Carolina. We have 7 paper mills, 12 converting sites, and a large network of distribution centers across North America. Overall, we've got about 9,000 employees. If we look here at the center piece, where it's our vision, it's our intent to be a leader in innovating fiber-based products. And with inkjet really on the frontier of beginning, we are continuing to innovate and offer extended lineup in our inkjet portfolio, and also adding inventory as the demand grows. And that's our vision. We're committed to the paper business. This is a look at our locations. As you can see, we have a broad network across North America. We list our pulp and paper mills, the converting centers, RRCs. So no matter where you're located, we have a convenient place to get paper delivered to you on time and save you time in getting it. This is our value proposition. We call it the 4 Ps: product, people, promotion. If we look at the product pillar here, you'll notice the 3rd bullet says continuous development. We have developed partnerships with all the leading equipment manufacturers in inkjet. We collaborate with them on extensive testing prior to their new machines being launched. And we intend to limit the hassle that you will have when you install inkjet. You can know that, hey, I'm going to be able to find paper that is compatible with this new equipment. Also, the 2nd pillar there, people. We not only have an experienced inside sales team, but we have dedicated account managers that manage inkjet, and also a dedicated business development team that builds the relationships with the equipment manufacturers. That proves to be valuable for all parties in the chain. It helps us understand what's needed, how we need to manufacture the paper. We are able to provide helpful information to the equipment manufacturers, and then it helps our partners who are invested in this technology. They can be up and running their press sooner. So how did the Domtar Paper Fit as a solution for DFS? DFS really considered 3 main questions when they were evaluating paper for their new screen press. In regards to the first question here, is what we need readily available? But if they determine that, yes, if we commit to Domtar and Domtar's vast distribution network, it will be readily available. For DFS, being based in Sacramento, California, this means we keep paper in one of our West Coast distribution centers. We customize the packaging for them and make it ready for next day shipment when they request their paper. This cuts down on their lead time, cuts down on their inventory investment, and really it saves a couple of days billing. If this were shipping across the country from the East Coast, the invoice would be cut as soon as the paper leaves the mill, and the days outstanding are starting to tick before the paper even arrives. Another big question they asked, since they were used to good performance from Domtar on their toner-based equipment, is how's the paper going to perform versus our toner-based paper and the compatibility with their toner equipment. DFS has decided that Husky Jet, since it's specifically manufactured to perform optimally on this type of equipment, has met the requirements of number 2. It performs just like Domtar product did on their toner-based equipment. They were interested in having the same satisfaction on an inkjet press, and with them, they've decided that each type of printing device interacts differently with paper, and even though the difference in paper grades may be subtle, the attributes are different. And Domtar Paper, produces product to perform optimally on each type of printing equipment, whether it be toner-based, inkjet, or offset. Here's some comments from James Gilbride, the president and CTO of DFS. This is what he said about both Husky Jet and Lynx Jet. DFS did trial non-treated inkjet papers, but they quickly determined that paper manufactured specifically for inkjet perform much better in a variety of ways. And he's found that the quality of both their monochrome and color work has improved with inkjet paper. If you look at the bottom quote, he says, it looks better, it holds the ink up better, and it helps see the text clearly. So even on monochrome, the letters in the copy don't run into each other. Here's a bit about Domtar's lineup. Some of you from the commercial printing world are familiar with our brand Husky. It's extended into inkjet, 94 bright, good opacity. It's stocked in both sheets and rolls of 50, 60, and 70 pound. And we do offer a 7-point card. The 7-point card is 92 bright. We stock that in rolls. And this is guaranteed for OCR and MICR applications. Surface treatment on Husky Jet enhances the print quality, and that's where the difference lies versus toner-based or offset-based Husky products. Lynx Jet, it's a 96 bright, good opacity. This basis weight offering is from 45 to 100 pound in text. 50, 60, and 70 pound that are highlighted here in green are stocked in sheets and rolls. The 80 pound is stocked in rolls only. 45 and 100 pound text are making items. The Lynx Jet also has a card option. We have both 7-point and 9-point, and there are 3 sheet options stocked in each of those calipers. And there's also a Lynx Jet product available for die-based system, some of the early entries into this technology. So in summary, how do you move forward if you're considering inkjet, and how has it paid off for DFS? DFS has higher capacity now. They can do faster turns. They've reduced their labor costs, all while improving their document quality. Domtar's investment in inkjet paper production is a small contributor to the success of DFS, and we're going to continue to innovate products as this technology evolves. If you're interested in hearing more about it, please visit our Domtar Solution Showcase to chat with us. We've got some new product brochures available there, and we can get you introduced to your local account manager. Thanks for stopping by.